All right, this is basket 12, I think. Again, it's not a long hole. Some woods, probably not a lot left to be done to this. Maybe some cleaning up. Maybe give it another one or two paths that are more distinct. But in general, it's pretty much good as is. Here we're going to walk very close, right alongside the border of Camelot, which you'll know is denoted clearly, well, it'll be further denoted by me, but it is currently denoted by an old stone wall, that you'll see here momentarily. So I'm going to be very actively guiding players through here so that they don't take any shortcuts and cut over anyone's property where they're not supposed to be, but I haven't gotten there yet. You'll also note that we are very close to hole 9, the tee box for 9, I believe it was, when we came up and out of the gully the second time. That's what the carpet is there. And I kind of like, there's the, I see this remnants of stone wall sort of in there. I like having tee boxes and walking paths adjacent to other holes in the course, so buddies who are playing in a tournament can chit chat between holes, and even though they're not on the same card. This huge log was left behind by the loggers, and old family friend and passionate user of chainsaw and super duper helpful volunteer here at the course, Dan Calkins, is hell-bent to turn that into to carve that with his chainsaw into a bench. I need to get it up off the ground. That's not me to do that. All right, beautiful uphill hole. You cannot see the basket again, shocker, very easily. All along the right side here is OB. You can't see that. It's a stone wall. It's Camelot is over there, those bright lime green trees. That's Camelot for sure. So this will be all much better marked in terms of where the OB is. It just isn't currently. So you would usually go up that hill, play it out, and then you actually end up walking back down here for the next tee box. And we're just going to do a little shortcut because I'm fat and lazy. This next hole has also undergone quite a few revisions. Nothing's really, initially it was because we had no idea where some of these property borders were, so it had to be changed because we were on someone else's property, inadvertently. But I still don't know about this hole. This hole, because the next hole that I'm going to show you is going to be eliminated, this hole is probably going to be lengthened. And I also need to, we're on the tee box now, I also need to create a little better paths, one or two paths for people to take. The basket is right there, and it sits perched on the edge of the gully. So as a friend and fellow player recently pointed out, my dear friend Hank Foss and I both, as we design courses, turns out we love we love designing holes where it's pretty straightforward, but if you err, you pay a heavy price. And I had never thought about it, but as I'm going walking as they play the course or walk through it or talk to you about it, I'm definitely reminded that there are many, if not almost all holes here on this Thurber's Gully definitely abide by that theory, as it were, philosophy. So, this basket, obviously, it's gully down there. Up over there is tee box 3 when we initially threw down into the gully the first time. All right, I'm going to turn it off here. There was a hole. I'm going to walk it up here. This logging trail, the course has to go this way at this point, unless some genius suggests another brilliant way to do it. I have not found any other way to do it. This logging trail is very prominent. It has to be walked to get to the rest of the course. I just haven't been able to figure any way around it. Initially, this is going to be it was a basket, a fairway. But like I said earlier, from this ago, it's going to be eliminated, and that previous basket will probably be pulled up further up this logging trail. So this was the tee box. You can see way down there, the little pink square denotes where the basket is. And there's a pink string there along the edge. The way we did it for the invitational was we said that is, you don't take a stroke if you go over that line, but you play it as though you went out of bounds. So, but everyone hated it. Not everyone, a lot of people hated it. I don't dislike it, but it's gonna go away. And maybe it'll be a basket we throw in once in a while for funsies, but as a permanent part of the course, it's eliminated. So there's just a reminder. That's the Gully. Those are fairways 4 and 5. So on a two-dimensional map, it was really cool when this basket was here because it looked like you were playing right on top of the fairway for 5. But in fact, you're separated by, gosh, at least 80 feet of height. You know, maybe 20, 40 feet of length. So now you can easily see the basket. Beautiful basket. Again, Dan Calkins did just a heroic job clearing this. He and I together, but he did a lot of it. He burned up a lot of string on his trimmer, and I hate to give the basket up because we both, well, he especially, but we both put a lot of time and effort into it. Who knows? We'll see. This next hole, again, this is another one, as is the case with 1 and 2, where I'm about to show you, we played as the primary white tee box during the Invitational previously this year, but in all likelihood, it's not going to be the case. It's going to be the actual basket. This is going to become the red tee, and the white tee will be, whoopsie, further up the slope a little bit where you see it there, up there. So kind of the same hole, just higher, greater risk of problems. So you can't see it. Again, you can't really see it easily. Oh, easier in the summer. You can kind of see the pink sign down there. The basket's down there. Not an overly difficult course hole. It's just if you don't get over the creek, it's not fun. And still kind of resolving how that's going to work, practically speaking, in terms of drops or, drop zone, that kind of thing, out of bounds. I'm not sure yet. We did a couple different things and nothing's really perfect. All right, so I'm going to turn it off. We'll pick up again when I get to that basket next.